Northern Life spoke to Vale Inco President and CEO Tito Martins in Toronto recently to hear the company's side of the story when it comes to the more than 8-month-long strike involving the Steelworkers Local 6,500 members. Martins did not want to be videotaped during the lengthy interview, but spoke about a number of topics, including the need to make changes in the business to make it more sustainable. He also addressed the current impasse in negotiations, saying he's not sure what steelworkers want.
Because we don't know, by the way. If asking you what they want, I don't know. Because we put 3 proposals on the table, they didn't ask for anything.
When asked if Vale Inco would be cutting its workforce when the strike ends, Martin said there is no fear of that happening. The company has informed the union that no cuts are planned.
You're not cutting your workforce by a third? That's not a true statement?
We don't need to do that.
Today?
We will not need to do that. How many guys are on strike right now?
3 years?
3,000.
No. No more than 2,500. Forget it.
Yeah,
Martins did say during his interview with Northern Life that Vale Inco cannot insert a no layoff clause in the steelworkers contract.
They asked about job security. We said no, we cannot do that because we negotiate a 5-year contract. Forget it. Nobody would be crazy to do it.
Northern Life also spoke to Steelworkers International President Leo Gerard over the phone recently to hear his take on some of the points made by Tito Martins. Gerard said he would not reveal the union's sticking points in negotiations to the media.
The place for negotiations, I'll tell you, is at the bargaining table. And we don't have a history of negotiating by public letters in the media, or that in our community or anywhere else in North America in our union.
Despite Martin's statements, Gerard said the union has not heard whether or not there will be layoffs when the strike ends. In January, the steelworkers filed a bargaining and bad faith application against Vale Inco with the Ontario Labour Relations Board. Included in the steelworkers' application was an internal document produced by the company last year. Vale Inco called it a blue sky document that was a working paper only. It stated the company wanted to reduce its workforce from more than 3,000 to 1,800 employees. Gerard said Vale Inco has failed to answer questions about this document during negotiations.
They've implied that there's going to be less people, and we've asked them if they would share with us their lack of better term, their strategic plan, so that we could review that and include that with whenever we get to a final settlement with our members. And that information has been denied. And so we think that the responsible behavior on the part of the union is to tell its members everything it knows from the bargaining. As I understand from what you said, you correct me if I've misinterpreted you, what the company's position is that not only is there not going to be a layoff, but there's actually going to be hiring. And if that's what they said, I would appreciate if they would tell us that. I don't want us to be bargaining through various open letters or the media.
Despite Gerard's statements about not negotiating in the media or through various open letters, the union recently published a 12-page document called Vale's Unsustainable Approach to Canadian Mining, which was distributed through local media sources. More information about the ongoing impasse between Vale Inco and the steelworkers can be found at www.valeinconegotiations.com and www.uswlocal6500.ca. For more on this story, go to northernlife.ca.